If we want our bow to function at its best, we have to make sure there's enough friction on the horsehair so that it can grip the string and pull the sound from them. This is called rosin. Rosin's a tree resin that's purified and packaged up so that it's easy to spread on our bow. Bass rosin is super soft compared to what violins, violas, and cellos use. Let's take a look at some different examples of bass rosin. This one in my hand here is the most popular rosin in the world. It's called Pops. Pops is so popular because it's super sticky and very useful for the beginner and for people in orchestral settings looking for a lot of power. The joke with Pops is that Pops makes your sound pop. This next rosin is called Carlsons. It comes from Sweden. So the formula is very different than the American Pops. You can see the color is much different. And you can't really tell just by looking at it, but it isn't as soft as Pops. Though when you run your bow through it, it does become soft. So it's just a different formula. This is an excellent, excellent rosin for schools. It's very durable and it lasts a long time. I find that it stays nice and fresh for a very long time. A lot of people complain that Pops can go stale a little bit quickly. So that's Carlson's. We have one more rosin here. It's another American rosin called Samuel Colstein's bass rosin. Now, Samuel Colstein owns a bass shop in New York City. He makes basses, so at some point he must have started making rosin. And this is super popular rosin because Colstein rosin comes in different configurations of softness and hardness. So there's a summer version, there's a winter version, and there's also an all-weather version. I have the all-weather version here. You can see that it comes in a rubber casing, which you can just pull down like this. Now, I've seen people pull it down and rosin their bow, or do their best to try to roll it over the edge all the way around, or trim it just like we did with our Carlsons. This is an excellent rosin as well, and it's pretty similar to Carlson's. It's a little bit different. I use this rosin for a very long time. I kind of use a bunch of different rosins nowadays, but I think this is actually still the rosin I use the most personally. For me, Pops doesn't always work in every single situation, but let's use Pops to demonstrate how to put rosin on the bow hairs. Whether you use the German bow or the French bow, the process is the exact same. You're gonna take the bow out and pretty much just glide it across as you would to a string. I personally really like just going in this down bow motion. Some people recommend going in both directions like this. You can also do some smaller scrubbing like this to get really down into the bow hair. So a couple of streaks, and you should be in great shape. Having rosin on your bow is going to improve the sound drastically. It's very important that you put rosin on anytime that you feel the bow is not quite grabbing the string.